Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to map out the exact path to becoming an AI engineer in 2025. And look, this isn't just another tech job. This is a role that's right at the heart of where everything is headed. So let's get right into it. First things first, let's talk about the why. Why this role? Why now? Well, the AI market isn't just growing, it's absolutely exploding. We're talking about a market that could balloon to nearly $2 trillion by 2030. To put that into perspective, that's a 20-fold jump in less than a decade. The scale of this thing is just hard to wrap your head around. So what does all that market growth mean for you? It means high-paying jobs, plain and simple. In India, for instance, a skilled AI engineer, even fresh out of college, can pull in a starting salary between 12 and 15 lakhs per year. That's not just a passing trend. That's what happens when the demand for talent is through the roof. Now, this quote really nails a mindset shift you gotta have. The fear isn't about being replaced by AI. The real game is becoming the person who knows how to use it. It's all about leveraging these incredible tools to make yourself smarter, faster, and more valuable than ever before. Okay, before we dive into the nuts and bolts of how to do this, we need to get clear on the landscape. You'll hear the terms AI engineer and machine learning engineer thrown around a lot, sometimes like they're the same thing. But they're actually two pretty distinct paths. So here's the key difference. An ML engineer is what we call model first. They're the ones who might spend weeks, even months, training a model from scratch, trying to squeeze out that extra 0.5% of accuracy. But an AI engineer, they're product first. They're going to grab a powerful, existing model, like a GPT-4, and figure out how to build an amazing chatbot with it, focusing on getting it into users' hands. Two different mindsets, for sure. All right, let's talk foundations. You wouldn't build a skyscraper on a patch of sand, right? Well, same goes for a career in AI. It all starts with 3 pillars, 3 things you absolutely have to know. This is your starting point, your ground zero. You need to understand math because that's the language the models speak. You need to know Python because that's the language you'll use to build things. And you need solid computer science fundamentals, like data structures, so your code is actually efficient. Now, don't panic, you don't need a PhD in mathematics, but you do need to be comfortable with these core ideas. Think of it like this. Linear algebra helps you organize your data, calculus is the engine that helps your model actually learn, and probability lets your model make really smart guesses. It's the toolkit behind all of AI. Okay, with that foundation in place, now we can start building the really cool stuff. This is where we get into the core skills that actually make you an AI professional. This is where the magic starts to happen. You have to remember, AI models run on data. So one of the first things you've got to master is being a data wrangler. Using amazing Python libraries like pandas, you'll learn how to take messy, real-world data and get it ready for your model. Then you'll use tools like matplotlib to actually see the patterns inside that data. This is probably the most common type of machine learning you'll run into. The key phrase here is labeled data. It's like you're showing the AI thousands of flashcards. This email is spam, this one isn't. This is a picture of a cat, this one's a dog. After seeing enough examples, it learns to make predictions on its own. But what if you don't have all those nice, neat labels? Well, that's where unsupervised learning comes in. You basically just dump a massive amount of data on the model and tell it, find something interesting. This is how a supermarket might discover that people who buy diapers on Thursday nights also tend to buy beer. It's all about finding hidden connections. And then there's this method, learning by doing. It's basically trial and error. Imagine an AI playing a video game. It gets a point for a good move and loses a point for a bad one. After millions and millions of games, it figures out the best possible strategy to win. It's that same reward system that helps an AI master chess or even drive a car. Okay, so we've got the basic learning types down. Now, let's level up. Let's talk about the deep learning technologies that are behind the most mind-blowing AI we see today. We're talking ChatGPT, Midjourney, all the big ones. This is where you really get your AI superpowers. Deep learning uses something called neural networks. They're these complex systems with layers of digital neurons that are loosely inspired by how our own brains work. And they are what allow an AI to do incredibly complex things, like understand human language or create art from scratch. So here's the thing you really need to get. As an AI engineer, your job is not to build a giant model like ChatGPT from the ground up. I mean, that takes billions of dollars. Your job is to become an expert at using these incredible pre-trained models. You'll learn to fine-tune them and plug them into your apps to create brand new, amazing products. So, knowing all this stuff is one thing, but turning that knowledge into an actual job offer, well, that's the final and most crucial step. So let's talk about how you make that leap from just learning to getting hired. This is it. This is the big question you have to answer for any company that's thinking about hiring you. Reading books is great, watching videos is great, but it's not proof. So what is? How do you show them you can actually do the work? The answer is your portfolio. It is everything. It's what we call your proof of work. Having a collection of projects that you've actually built, that work, that people can see, that is the ultimate proof that you can take all this theory and actually make something valuable with it. And you don't need to reinvent the wheel here. Start with projects like these. If you build a fake news detector, what does that tell an employer? It says you can handle text data and classification. Build a loan risk tool that shows you can work with financial data to make important predictions. Every single project tells a story about what you can do. So there you have it, the whole path, from the basic math all the way to building and deploying real AI applications. The opportunity is massive. The demand is off the charts. And now you've got the roadmap. The only question left is, what are you going to build?